Welcome back to Afternoon Live. It's the new cookbook featuring hundreds of essential recipes, fresh flavors, and game-changing techniques. Here to share one of them, we welcome back to Afternoon Live the author of Milk Street 365, Christopher Kimball. Thank you for joining us today.
Hey, my pleasure.
So tell me about the journey of putting together such a substantial cookbook like this. There are really influences from around the world.
Frequent flyer miles, a lot of those. Yeah, we've traveled for 8 years now around the world, dozens of trips to almost everywhere. We cook with home cooks as much as we can and bring it back here. And then we try to adjust it if necessary to make it work in a home kitchen, which means sometimes your ingredients are hard to find. We'd have to make a substitution or simplify things a little bit. But this is a Thai cashew chicken, which is pretty much what we had in Thailand, in Bangkok. And we've already cooked the chicken. We use a little flour, soy sauce, water, salt, pepper, stir fry that. We've taken some cashews and some arbol chilies. These are pretty spicy.
Okay.
They're hot. You can leave those out if you want.
Sure.
We did those for a couple minutes, and now we're going to go ahead and do, classic garlic and red pepper flakes, just for about 30 seconds.
Okay, nice and simple.
Right. And this is typical in a stir fry. You cook garlic, for example, maybe shallots very quickly. Add some onion in.
Some of my favorite flavors. I'll always say yes to garlic and shallots and red onion and just about anything.
Yeah, what's interesting about this is the combination of cashews, which we toast in the wok, and the chilies, and then obviously the chicken. But the nuts really add, and the heat of the chili makes this is one of our most popular dishes, actually.
Oh, it looks so gorgeous.
You can breathe in that chili.
Yeah.
So now, see, it's spicy. So a pound and a half of chicken thighs. These have been cooked briefly already.
Okay.
So we're just going to warm them up. And a wok is one of those things that people really should have in their kitchens. You can steam in it, you can deep fry in it, you can shallow fry in it, you can stir fry in it. You can cook pasta in it. You can steam cakes in it. You can do all sorts of things. So we really like using the wok.
Okay, and you said thighs, right? That's always going to be the best flavor.
Yeah, the thing about thighs, chicken thighs, is you really can't overcook them. I mean, you can cook them to death for hours, unlike breast meat, which is going to get really dry quickly. Sure. And the timing's important, but not so here. Now I'm going to put the sauce in. So there's an expression called wok hay, which is the breath of the wok. That smokiness you get from stir frying. So one way to kind of approximate that at home, because we don't have as much heat as we would in a restaurant kitchen, is put the sauce around the outside.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and that you can see the steam. And it gives you a little bit of that smokiness. I talked to one cook who grew up with a lot of stir-fried food. And her father always said when they went to the restaurant, they sat at the table next to the kitchen. So that wok hay, or that smokiness, when they were the first people to get it, came right out of the kitchen, and it wouldn't disappear on them. So.
Oh, nice.
So this isn't as good as a 30,000 BTU, restaurant burner, but you're going to get a little bit of that feeling.
Okay.
And that flavor.
That's a great tip for cooking at home.
It is. And this is pretty standard. The meat goes in after you start with the meat, take it out, do the garlic, put the meat back in, do vegetables if you like. And now we'll put the cashews in. And it's really good idea, by the way, with whole spices or nuts, to toast them a little bit, in a skillet or in a wok. It really brings out that flavor.
Okay, and
so
you want to do that before you add everything else?
Yeah, like the first step is you could take your whole spices, you could take the nuts, whatever you're using, toast them for a couple of minutes, get them out of the pan. Then you would go ahead and do your meat, or whatever it is, chicken or tofu, and then you do vegetables with garlic and pungent additions like that, the Frito, and then finally the meat goes in at the end with the sauce. The thing that you can't see, but I can taste, is it's really smoky. And
Okay.
it also has that Thai chili paste in it, or chili jam. You can find it in most supermarkets. Just got a little bit of it right now. It provides heat, but it has a lot of flavor. It's got vinegar in it. It's got a little sugar in it. It's got other ingredients like shallots. And that's one way you get depth of flavor in a quick cook dish, is you go back to your pantry and get a product like that. It already has that built-in smokiness and flavor. So that's one of the secrets of this dish.
Thank you so much for sharing that recipe with us today.
My pleasure.
We'll have more information on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.